Actually, please explain that if you don't take diksha mantra, your heart is not pure. That's why even Lord Mahaprabhu, which is Supreme Lord Independent, the Supreme God of everything, he took diksha just to teach the people of this world how it's important to take diksha. Actually, the real reason why Mahaprabhu went to Gaya, externally, like in customs of this material world, he went to do shraddha of his father, funeral rites for his father's death. Actually, the real meaning why he went there was to actually meet his guru, Ishvara Paripada, and take initiation. But anyway, also, if you're in the material world, you need to follow the rules of society. So in this way, you must also follow the rites of, for example, funeral rites of your father. That's why Mahaprabhu went to Gaya and performed Pitri Shraddha. You know the name of the river in Gaya? The name of the river is Folgu. Folgu River. The Wi-Fi. So he went and bathed in the river Folgu. People do puja sometimes of ghosts and but the Vaishnavas, they go there and in Gaya and they serve Lord Vishnu. There are many kathas in the Puranas because people of this world, if they're not engaged in the path of karma, people are not pacified in this world. According to the nishtha of that person, you should engage that person in that kind of work. Otherwise, the person will not do anything. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, it's not proper to buddhi bhed. For example, say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Otherwise, their mind will be disturbed. You need to engage the person in the path of karma. So the person is finally tired of the path of karma. Naturally, the person will give up the karma. Still, you need to give good instructions. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but the 4th time, don't tell. Allow the person to do what they're doing. 3 times you try to explain. You should tell. You should try to tell. You speak 1, 2, 3 times, but don't try a 4th time. Many people, for example, they worship demigods and demigoddesses. Isn't it? Do you have demigods and demigods in your house? You have everything and you still follow the vrats for all of them. The vows and... Do you? Which vow have you given up? Tell me. None. You still follow. So yeah, okay, do. That vow, what is the name? Parvachak, Navaratri, and other ones. So actually Mahaprabhu he was following the rules of the scriptures. In this way he's teaching the people that actually we should follow these rules of the Vedas. That's why he went to do the funeral rites for his father in Gaya. So here the Madhya Kanda Lila is briefly explained. Especially Mahaprabhu was doing Nama Sankirtan in the house of Srivasا. And all the devotees were doing Kirtan with Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya, Srivasā. They were doing Nama Sankirtan with Mahaprabhu. And many kinds of Tata-siddhantas. They used to wait for many Tata-siddhantas also in these gatherings. Sometimes Mahaprabhu would sit on the throne of Vishnu and would be absorbed in bhav and would give mercy to the devotees. One day Mahaprabhu was absorbed in bhav, sitting on the kind of throne of Vishnu. Mahaprabhu was giving blessings to everyone. Two people were not there or didn't get the mercy. One, Mukunda, the Kirtani of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, I won't give mercy to Mukunda. All the devotees said, what is the fault of Mukunda? He's your best Kirtaniya. Mahaprabhu said, he's kаrаjatiya. You know what's kаrаjatiya? Kаrаjatiya means someone who goes everywhere in different groups. Doesn't have their own conception. Like wherever he goes, he mixes with their philosophy and behavior. Mixed with the karmi, gyanis, yogis, sahajiyas, sakiviks, especially the kirtaniyas. Not all, but some. Generally, mostly the kirtaniyas, they're like this. Kyun? Why the kirtaniyas? Because of their own name, fame, and reputation. They're going to different places that will be public, people will praise their voice, and these kirtaniyas are like this. But the scriptures explain. Those who sell kirtan, those who survive by selling kirtan, this is a business. You know, it's like a business. That's why Shastra explains. If you hear the kirtan of this person, people actually don't get any benefit because he's making a business over it. This is the truth. It seems bitter, no? This truth is bitter, but these are the conception of the scriptures. You can do kirtan for the pleasure of Thakurji. Archanadi? Artha. Those who do kirtan for money, they don't get any benefit themselves, and those who also here don't get benefit because only to give pleasure to the people. Do you understand? Just to entertain the people. how the kirtan should be done with bhakti. But today, mostly, before going to a program, the Kirtaniya already established how much money he's expecting to get for going there. 2 hours of kirtan or 2 days of kirtan, how much donation like this? So those who actually engage this person in kirtan, like those who hire him, let's say like this, and those who hear his kirtan, both get no benefit. Because the person is selling holy names to survive, to sustain his life. If a person wants to give donation, yes, okay. Using the service of the deity. And so those who sell Bhagavatam, not the book, but like if you're selling the katha, means you're charging also to give lecture on the Bhagavatam. In the Western countries also we see. Oh, for 1 hour I gave lecture, this and that, then you need to pay. So you're selling the katha. But Mukunda wouldn't take the money, wouldn't take money for his kirtan, but he would go here and there. Means he would mix with sahajiya, sakibekis. So this is kараjatiya. So Gurudev, if the Kirtaniya is a grihastha and people give money spontaneously, seva donation, spontaneous, then he can use for his family? Or no? If people so नहीं होता है. So there's money from the, but if this is the only thing he's do every day, then how to maintain family?
अगर वो ऐसा करेंगे तो अपना जीवन निर्वाह कैसे करेंगे? अगर वो सिर्फ यही सेवा करते हैं तो जैसे कीर्तन की सेवा कोई करता है और कुछ भी नहीं करता.
So we're asking like if someone only does, so you should not sell the katha. Gurudev is saying if you are kirtaniya and if like people give you service, service means donation according to their own spontaneous, like you're not charging, right? They give because they give something, but this money you get you should use also in the service of the deity. You should not use for your own family. But then you can ask, what if I only do this all the time? Gurudev said you should do something else to maintain your family. So they're asking, even for, so he should have another business for maintain family. Gurudev said, Kon? Brahman? Brahmanas and sannyasis, they survive on donations. Understand? They're called bhikshus, like mendicants. कौन सा कथा? Tridandi Bhikshu. In the kata, there is the kata of Tridandi Bhikshu. Bhikshu means someone who is a mendicant, as donations. The sannyasis, actually a real sannyasi, how does he survive or maintain his life? By like begging. That's why her name is like Tridandi Bhikshu. Tridandi Bhikshu Bhaktivedanta Narayana. But the grihasthas, to maintain their family members. So if someone heard Harikatha gave donation, this money should also be used in the service of Thakurji, not in the service of your family. It should be used in the service of Thakurji. So that's why you became a Grihastha then. Why did you become Grihastha? To take care of your family. Not to sell Harikatha. Otherwise it's like a selling. There's a shloka in Gauriya Kantahar you can see. Do you have Gauriya Kantahar? You can see the verse. It's in the Bhagavad section of the Gauriya Kantahara book. This verse explaining how we should not sell the Bhagavatam. Those who sell Bhagavatam or sell Katha means, for example, before giving Harikatha or festival or whatever, you already establish how much money you want to get. This is selling. By this you cannot get any fruit, any benefit. It's only for entertainment of the people. Yeah, but Mukunda was not like that. No. Mukunda was a Kirtaniya. He would go in different places. He would mix with the Sahajis and Sakibekis and generally this is what happens with the Kirtaniyas because they want to get Pratishta, means to be respected and honored. So many people like this, they are not the money they're interested in, just their own name, fame, and reputation. Those who gives or who takes? You should not see who takes. So you should not see how much the person is giving. If you accept a seva also means donation money. So when you accept the seva, you should not see how much it is. So Mahaprabhu says, Mukunda is kараjatiya. Means he's mixing with different groups, and when he's in different groups, he's like behaving like them and mixing like Sahaji, Sakibeks, Advaita Vadis. Everyone said, but he's your best Kirtaniya. And Mukunda was also crying, very upset. The devotee said, give mercy to Mukunda. And Mahaprabhu said, you know the tamarind tree? Tamarind tree. There are many, many leaves on this tree. So all the years counted by the amount of leaves of this tree means after thousands of years, I'll give mercy to him. You know the tamarind trees, tamarind leaves fall down. Means each leaf is like one life for years and years. So after many thousands of years, I'll give mercy. Before he was crying, but when he heard this, Mukunda started dancing, and Mahaprabhu said, "Why are you dancing?" And then someone explained to Mahaprabhu, because Mukunda has the faith, one day or another he will give mercy. Everything in this world is limited. Because, for example, the amount of leaves on a tree can be 200,000 leaves, 25,000, 1 billion of leaves. Anyway, there's a limited amount of leaves. Right? So it's confirmed that he will get mercy in one specific moment. So because we are wandering from time immemorial, but still haven't gotten the mercy of Bhagavan. So Mukunda was very happy because he knew that eventually he would get the mercy. So I have the faith that Mahaprabhu will give me mercy. The Mahaprabhu gave the mercy right away, straight away. So what is showing us? The faith we must have. In the words of Guru and the scriptures. We should have nothing else in our minds. Guru Vakya, Vaishnava Vakya, Bhagavat Vakya. We should have so much faith, steadiness, strong faith. From unflinching, 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 unflinching faith. And who else didn't get the mercy? Sachima, Mother Shachi. Mahaprabhu said he wouldn't give mercy to her. Everyone said, oh, she's your own mother. And Shachima, she wouldn't criticize anyone, just the embodiment of service. What is this her fault? Oh, she has committed offense to the feet of Advaita Acharya. Because when Vishwarup took sannyas, Mashachi, she didn't tell anyone, but she thought in her mind. She thought, he is not Advaita, non-dual, he's Dvaita, dual. He's dividing. Because he has taught so many knowledges to my son Vishwarup, and my son became renounced and got apart from me. He left me, separated. So she was thinking this in her mind. Mahaprabhu said no. Advaita Acharya is directly Vishnu Tata Mahavishnu Avatar. The incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva. So we can commit sometimes offense to 3 different persons, like this, 3 different ways. Oh, sorry, offense to the holy name. So this is nama-aparadha. And also offenses to holy names. We must take in consideration the 10 offenses to the holy names. First one is subtle ninda. You should never criticize a saint who is realized in the holy names. Second is to think that Shiva and demigod are on the same level as Krishna. Third, Guru Abhagya, to dishonor Guru, to criticize him, or to think he's a human being. This is dishonor to Guru. Understand? Must chant holy names. Taking into consideration the offenses. And also another offense you might commit is against the deity. So, seva parada, this is described in the Archana Dipika. If a person who has no diksha does puja of the deity, you should not take prashadam from the deity or charanamta from the deity which was worshipped by a person without diksha. Oh, it's prashadam Thakurji. No, it's not like this. Another thing written in Hari Bhakti Vilas. If that deity is older than 300 years old, worshipped more than 300 years, then Mahaprasada of this deity you can accept. Doesn't matter who was worshipping, even Adikshit. Because we should not take something that is made by a person who has no diksha. Actually, God does not accept something which is made from someone who has no diksha. But if that deity is older than 300 years old, then you can accept. Like Srila Vana Maharaja gave a beautiful example in his nectar of his instruction. Srila Vana Maharaj told, no married woman She cannot serve the husband before marriage, before wedding. She's not qualified to serve the husband before wedding. After getting married, then she's qualified to serve the husband. Do you understand or not? In the same way, person who is not initiated is not qualified to serve Bhagavan. So after taking initiation, diksha mantras, then the person can serve the deity. After diksha, you have two services. Archan, you have to learn how to do archan after taking diksha. And also you should learn how to cook for the deity. Do you understand? Do you cook or not? They are joking. No, she doesn't cook. She just gives instructions. You don't do archan? She's just giving instructions to her other sister and also to you, to everyone. To father also, she's giving instructions. She's saying, no, her father doesn't do what she says, but everyone else is following what she says. Vrindavaneshwari is very simple. And she's like, no, my sister is not simple. She's not simple, so how can she follow what you're saying? She does whatever you say? No. So why are you giving instruction and not following? If she's not even following, why you say? I give advice. She's saying, give advice to my older sister. You give advice to older people? Of course not, only to younger. Gurudev is saying, because the other sister is older than her. Anyway, what I was talking about? There's no difference between Nama, Vigraha and Swarup. Holy names, the deity and the God himself. Swarup means Lord himself, the eternal form of Lord, like he himself. If the deity is older than 300 years old, you should always accept the prasad of that deity. Doesn't matter who is worshipping the person, worshipping the deity. Okay, so continue. Shachi mother Shachi apologized to Advaita Acharya, and then she got the mercy of Mahaprabhu. In the Madhyakanda section of Chaitanya Bhagavat, we hear the pastimes how Mahaprabhu was doing Nam Sankirtan with Nityananda Prabhu in the house of Srivasа Thakurا. Srivasа Thakurا. In the Madhyakanda also, section of Chaitanya Bhagavat, we hear how Nityananda Prabhu. कौन? So Mahaprabhu gave darshan to Nityananda of 6 arms. Sorry, opposite. Nityananda showed 6 arms to Mahaprabhu in the Madhya section. Especially in the Madhyakanda. Nityananda Prabhu explain the speciality of Vyasa Puja. And the devotee said, okay, we want to do Vyasa Puja. Where can we do? Then Nityananda said, look, sorry, who said it was Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu told Nityananda, I want to do Vyasa Puja festival tomorrow. Where can we do? Nityananda said, we can do in the house of Srivasa. But Mahaprabhu said he's very poor. There's not even rats in his house. People will come. So many arrangements must be done. So Srivasā is a poor Brahmin. Srivasā held the feet of Mahaprabhu and said, give me opportunity to serve. So Nityananda said, let's do in the house of Srivasā. Mahaprabhu said, listen, Nityananda, Srivasā is a poor Brahmin. It's necessary like nice flowers, decoration to hold a festival. Many people will come, and the main thing is like prasad seva, right? To arrange the food for everyone. No one can do bhajan hungry, right? How much money for 3 days? How much money you spend, right? How much money you spend in these 3-day festivals? Because everyone who comes must be given prasad. Need to buy garlands, sweets. Need to get like nice garlands. No, something like from 3 rupees from the market. But Srivasā Thakurā is a poor Brahmin. Nityananda said, but Prabhu, oh Mahaprabhu, if you give mercy, actually even Lakshmi will come and start serving in his house. By your mercy, that's it. If Bhagavan gives something to someone, Bhagavan will give so much, like abundantly. The thing will even like fall over your head from the roof. Like God will make a hole on the roof and make a thing fall on your head when He wants to give you something. He will give abundantly. No, but this actually has a story behind this proverb. No, there was a man who was plowing the field. Suddenly his plow like hit in some sita. Sita is the front part of the plow. So the front part of the plow, parte da frente do arado, parte do arado, a parte de adelante, a parte da frente do arado there's a part called sita, which is like a metal part. So he was doing this, plowing the field, and then his front part of his plow touched some gara, some pot. So he digged, and then he found one big golden pot. So he thought, oh, people are working also nearby here in the fields, maybe they'll see that I found some golden pot. Maybe someone will want to steal, take this from me, or the government might want to take this. So this man hid that again under the ground, and he covered with a pile of earth, like to make an indication where the place was. He thought when everyone goes to sleep in the nighttime, I'll come back here and dig again. So he put like a pile of earth on top where he had buried that golden pot. So in the nighttime, evening time, he came to his house. He told his wife, look, I found some golden pot buried in my inner fields, but I put it there, I kept it, I didn't bring. There was so much gold inside, but at that time a thief also came to his house. A thief. Oh, there's a golden pot in his land. So the thief was like, okay, what is his field? I want to get that golden pot. But remember, the man, when he told his wife, he said, "Oh, I have buried the golden pot again in my fields, and I put a little bit of pile of earth, soil, to show that it was buried in that place." The thief thought, okay, cool, I'll be able to just steal it. He took the golden pot and the thief. So when he opened, but in the top of the golden pot there was some hornets. So these hornets came on him and started stinging him. The thief thought, oh, they made me a fool out of me. So the thief felt so much pain because of the hornet stings and all. Yeah, they sting a lot. So the thief thought, okay, I'll go to their house and I'll put these all hornets inside his house. So he made a hole in the ceiling and he poured the golden pot from the roof upside down. But there actually were only one or two hornets, not so many hornets, and they already flew away. But the rest under the hornets was only what? Golden coins. So the thief threw actually all the golden coins on that man. So from this story, there's a proverb coming in Hindi that when God wants to give you something, He will make the thing fall over your head from your roof abundantly and immediately. So Srivasा Thakurا says, Prabhu, when you want to give something to someone, like if someone gets the mercy of Mahaprabhu, everything will be arranged. How much money you spent? Gurudev is asking her. If you have desire to serve, Bhagavan will arrange. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed Vyasa Puja in the house of Srivasa. Mahaprabhu was absorbed in mode of Baladev. In the Madhya-kanda, also the story of Jagai Madai is explained, how they were delivered. Jagadananda Bandhu Upadhyay and Madhavananda Bandhu Upadhyay. Both were delivered by Mahaprabhu. Madhurashach was having the darshan of Gaurasundara. She saw them as one black and another white. Means actually she saw Krishna Balaram. Who? Madhurashach saw. Very beautiful. In the Mandakanda, you also hear how Mahaprabhu delivered Chankaji, how Mahaprabhu destroyed the ego of Chankaji. The Mandakanda Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the devotees and they started doing Nama Sankirtan. So Mahaprabhu was absorbed in the mood of Rukmini. She danced and breastfed all the devotees. Or he. Mahaprabhu apologized to Mother Shachi. Touched her lotus feet and started crying. Shachi Mata every day was playing in the water of the Ganges with his devotees. In the Madhukanda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chastised Advaita Acharya in his house. Do you know why he chastised? Why did Mahaprabhu had chastised Advaita Acharya? I'm sorry, opposite. Advaita Acharya chastised Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya thought Mahaprabhu is Swayam Bhagavan. So that's why Advaita Acharya thought Mahaprabhu is Swayam Bhagavan and all. So he was always giving respect to him. But Mahaprabhu always hesitated with this because Advaita Acharya was older than Mahaprabhu. Older. And another point. Advaita Acharya had taken diksha from Madhavendra Puripada. And Mahaprabhu, he had initiation from Ishvara Puripada. So Advaita Acharya thought, I want to do something that Mahaprabhu will chastise me. So Advaita Acharya knowingly, one day, he was telling his students about the book Yoga Vasishta. In this book, Yoga Vashishta is actually a conception of the Mayavadis. Like, soul is God, Jiva is Brahma. Yoga Vashishta book. It's full of the Mayavada philosophy. Everything's Brahma, you're that, Brahma. These kind of conceptions. To know Mayavad philosophy, you must read this book. कहाँ? Maya? Mayavadi Kastan. So, have you been with the Mayavadis? They read this book. Anyway, so that day Advaita Acharya was teaching his students about this book. But actually, Advaita Acharya did this knowingly. And then Mahaprabhu came, and at the time Mahaprabhu, if someone speaks something against Tattva Siddhanta, Mahaprabhu would be so angry. The Jiva can become God. What are you teaching them? And then Mahaprabhu held the beard of Advaita Acharya, started like punching him. And started beating him up. The wife of Advaita Acharya said, Prabhu, don't beat him too much, otherwise he'll die. You'll kill him. Advaita was happy. Advaita Acharya was very happy. Because always Mahaprabhu is giving me so much honor and respect, seeing me as an old, like elder, but finally Mahaprabhu was chastising me. Mahaprabhu gave mercy to Sridhara, is also mentioned. Mahaprabhu would go to the house of Sridhara. In Sridhara's house, there was a iron pot of water. Mahaprabhu drank water from this iron pot. क्या पुराना था? The iron pot was very old. So Mahaprabhu would have a lot of loving quarrels with Sridhara. He would go to his shop and wouldn't pay for the sabjis he was taking. Like Mahaprabhu would just take the sabjis. He would just take many nice sabjis and wouldn't pay for them. Sridhara, when they caught Mahaprabhu, give me the money. Mahaprabhu didn't want to pay. Sridhara said, I am a poor Brahmin. I just survived selling these sabjis. And I do the Ganga Puja, and also I maintain my family. If you're taking, how can I maintain myself? Mahaprabhu told him, you are very rich. Actually, what was he was selling his shop, Sridhara? Banana leaves, banana flower, and maybe one or two lokis, like white pumpkin, and Mahaprabhu just taking all of this. So the Madhyakanda we hear how Mahaprabhu had so much affection for Sridhara. Mahaprabhu every day would take his devotees and go to the Ganges, performing pastimes there in the water. Some people run away. If someone was running away, Mahaprabhu takes some mud and throw in the person, and then the person needs to come back to the water. Do you do this? When I was young, we used to do this kind of. We're from village, so there's the pukur, the lakes, the ponds in the village. So we were playing together in the water for 1 or 2 hours. Me too. We're bathing and playing in the water for 1 or 2 hours. Someone says, okay, I'm going to my house. Now it's too hot, like in the month of June coming. And some kid was leaving, then from the back we'd throw mud on him. And he had to come back to the pond to bathe again. Understand? Some trees. Sometimes some trees are like crossing the pond, kind of. So we climb on the tree and jump in the pond. So much happiness. I remember my childhood. But you live in city, you don't know what is this. You live in the city, so only in the bathroom, that shower, like we're not bathing in the ponds. You see, but there are swimming pools also. Swimming pool is dirty, Gurudev said. So many people, there is just a little bit of water and everyone is bathing. I don't like swimming pools. Not good. It's good or not? There are big lakes, ponds in the villages. So much happiness. And the water is very pure and clear and clean from these ponds. Because of the wind, so and even some waves are there. And the waves are coming against your chest. Very nice. Do you know how to swim? You don't even know how to swim. So you know the banana tree? You would cut like some part of the... so from the banana tree has a trunk, the banana tree we would use like for swimming, kind of like to support our body and Mukunda, yes. Yeah, come on. Okay. So anyway, so Mahaprabhu is playing the water with his friends. You know how old Advaita Acharya was? More than 50 years older. Like Advaita Acharya was 50 years older than Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu was very small. But still, Mahaprabhu would throw water on Advaita Acharya. Splash. And Advaita Acharya also playing with Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya knew that Mahaprabhu is directly Bhagavan Gaurasundara. Advaita Acharya also splashing water on him. Don't know. So sometimes Nimai would be with Vishwarup, going to the school. Mahaprabhu was very small. Vishwarup was his older brother. And at that time, Vishwarup was studying in the school of Advaita Acharya. And seeing the beautiful form of Mahaprabhu, golden, molten gold, shining. And then, who are you? I am what I am. Mahaprabhu told Advaita Acharya. So actually in this way, Mahaprabhu is indicating to Advaita Acharya who he was, that he was God himself. One day you'll know who I am. Baby Nimai would go to school of Advaita Acharya with his brother Viswarup. All this is described here as indication in these verses, like what are the Lilas which are ahead, these sections of the book. So Mahaprabhu gave mercy to Murari Gupta. Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Mahaprabhu was doing Sankirtan in the house of Srivasa. In the middle of the night, the youngest son of Srivasa gave up his body. Inside, women were crying. Srivasa said, if you cry, it's an obstacle of the Kirtan of Mahaprabhu. I cannot tolerate any obstacle to the Kirtan of Mahaprabhu. I'll go to the Ganga and I'll give up my body. Then women stopped crying. Women stopped crying. Then Srivasа Thakurا was dancing with Mahaprabhu. Then finally Mahaprabhu asked, Srivasa, I'm not feeling happiness here. Is something happening in your house? Then Srivasa Thakurا, Prabhu, you're God himself chanting your holy names in my house. How can be any inauspiciousness? You are the destroyer of any inauspiciousness. And you are the auspiciousness, embodied auspiciousness. So Bhagavan is dancing. 6:30 already. Don't hide anything to me. Don't lie. Tell me. And he said, Prabhu, you know everything. How can I hide something from you? In the middle of the night, my youngest son left his body. Mahaprabhu started crying and said, Srivasa, there's no one like you in this world. Your own son died. And you would just continue dancing with me. Does this happen with anyone else? You are every day speaking to your son. Do you do or not? You have love and affection, possessiveness. This is true. But Srivasа Thakurا, he said, Mahaprabhu told Srivasa, huh? So this does not happen in this world, a behavior like Srivasa. Every day you're thinking about home, about your son, because you have love and affection. Is it true or not? Even for a moment you cannot forget him. But by WhatsApp you can call, even if he's in Western country, you can call for free. No need to pay. Oh, Gurudev is surprised that we don't need to pay for a WhatsApp call. So you can speak. Just like Skype. WhatsApp is like Skype. You need the internet. Gurudev says, oh, but you need to spend money on the internet. It's not for free. There's no internet bill. So Mahaprabhu told us, no one has been like you, nor in the past, nor in the future. It's not possible for anyone to be like this. If something happens to us in our family, oh, Gurudev, this happened, that happened. Every day you're saying something. This is true or not? But Srivasa Thakurا, nothing. So, Mahaprabhu said, Srivas, you're blessed. Then Mahaprabhu said, okay, let me see the dead body. Mahaprabhu went to the other room where the boy was dead. Women were around the body. Mahaprabhu came and put his hand on the chest of the boy and said, are you sleeping? Wake up. So the soul came back to the body. Why did you give up your body and left? And the boy said, Prabhu, when you give mercy to someone, everything can be attained. Who is whose mom or dad in this world? It's only illusions of Maya. Shivaji also told this, hey Uma, listen about my realizations. Uma said, you are chanting her names, everything. You have realization. Tell me something about your realization. Shiva told Uma, I'll tell you about my realization. Listen to my realization. Only holy names is true, the truth. Everything else is a dream. It's like a dream. Everything else, mother, father, son, whatever you see, everything. It's like a dream. How many different lives you were that person's mother or father, or someone's mother, father. In some births you're the father of that person and he's a son. From unlimited time these things are happening. The soul is eternal, non-born, unborn. But you're just moving from one body to another body and like this. So this material world is like a dream. Nothing else. Do you understand? Is she your daughter? She said, I don't know, maybe in previous life she was my mother. Or maybe she was a cow or a tree in the previous life, huh? And now? So first she was a tree and then Apsara. Gurudev is joking because in the dramas here in Delhi, before she had the role of a tree and then of Apsara, have the damsel, then she was able to become Gopa, cowherd boy in the drama, drama, not play. And then finally she was able to get the Krishna role of Krishna. Gurudev is joking with that. Yeah, this is the Maya Mohan, the illusions of Maya, nothing else. The jivas, according to their own karma, we are wandering in this material world. Nothing else. That's why Shiva himself said, Oma, the only truth is holy names, Hari Bhajan, everything else is like a dream. This is the realization of Lord Shiva. Because everything else will remain in this world. It's temporary. So Mahaprabhu also, through the story of the dead body of Shiva's son, Mahaprabhu taught Jiva Tata to the Jivas of the world. Because Mahaprabhu asked that boy, where have you gone, like when you died? And then the boy told, wherever you sent me, that's where I went. By the desire of Lord, soul is going sometimes to Swarga, sometimes to Martaloka, this material world. After that, where does the soul go to? To Jamlok first, and then the soul is judged. Then first to Suryalok, then Chandralok, then it wanders in the space. So first sun, then moon, then wander in the space. Then when the desire of Lord is there, taking the shelter of water, the soul comes to this material world by the desire of the Lord. Then when a man eats something, the soul goes inside his body, and from the man comes in the body of the mother. Vedanta explains in the commentary. There are billions unlimited souls only wandering in this material world, wandering in the sky. You know, like when early in the morning you see the sun rays coming in a room, for example, and you see like those, when the sun rays are coming from the small like window, fresta da janela. Like when the sun rays are coming from a small space in the room, and then you can see from the sun rays, you see that there are many particles of dust like flying in the sky, you know, like atmosphere. But if you just look, you cannot see. But when the sun rays, sometimes you can see. Now you can see the dust or not. But with the sun rays, sometimes depending on the angle and all, you can see the dusts, particles of dust and many stuff like actually flying in the sky. Flying, I mean, hanging in the atmosphere, you know. So in the same way, the jivas also like this. So many jivas like this, just in the sky, without body. So when the first sun rays come in your body, in your house, you can see attentively and see. In the same way, jivas wandering like this, thousands, and so many souls are not getting born, not being born. So we are fortunate because we, by the desire of Lord, we got a human body. So by so much good fortune, you obtain the human body, which is rare for even demigods. So by the story of the dead son of Srivasa, Mahaprabhu gave so many teachings to the jivas. Like, for example, who is whose mom? Who is whose dad? Like, who is the mother? You know everything, right? So but still you come back to your house and call your son, "Are you okay, my son?" And call him 3 times a day. "Yes, mom, I'm okay." "Did you eat this and that?" So, because you have love and affection, that's it. Don't you? Love of mother. You have only one son. If you had 2 sons, then maybe not so much. But you have only one son. Isn't it? You have no daughter. Okay, you can put the photo of Srimati Radha, can have her like your daughter, right? Like that story of Srimati Radha, she was complaining to that rich man. "Oh, you told I was your daughter, but you didn't treat me like a daughter. You remembered your 3 daughters-in-law, but didn't remember me." You know that story? That they've told the other day. Srimati Radha saying, "You told that I was your daughter, but you didn't do whatever your duties as being like my father. Like you didn't even pay for my bangles." He should have given the money. You need to feed your daughter, give her clothes, bangles, everything. Your mom gives you or not? Your mom gives you or not? Yes. And what do you give her? It should be giving and receiving, okay? Gurudev is telling this Didi here. You should also give things to your mom. What are you giving your mother? Give some cloth. Give a cloth to her. A garment, something. It's giving and receiving, don't forget. Yes. This is true. Srimati Radhika says, what does she say? She said, Serji, oh, rich man, Serji, you told I was your daughter, but you didn't treat me as such. You remember your 3 daughters-in-law, but didn't remember me. Because remember, he told, who is the 4th lady? It's me. Remember that story? She said, I was there. You give the money for the bangles of 3 ladies, but not mine. And Srimati Radhika was sulking. So immediately when the Sarji woke up, he came to the Bengal seller's house and gave the money. But he didn't want to accept because he thought, oh, I was able to put bangles on the wrist of Srimati Radhika. What can be higher than that? So he didn't want to accept the money. I touched Srimati Radhika's hand, so he was thinking, I'm so fortunate, I cannot accept money. So Krishna also came in the form of Manihari, Bengal seller. The song explains, Srimati Sundara came selling bangles in Baraj. Advaita Acharya, Srimati Radhika, everyone came to see Shyam selling bangles. He came in disguise. This kirtan is very beautiful, explaining this Lila. Srimati Radhika was putting the bangles. Actually, Shyam was putting the bangles on her wrist, and like hiddenly he was massaging her hands.